Hi, my name is Paul Cresswell. Welcome to Paul's Tackle Reviews. The purpose of this YouTube channel is to give you some reviews of tackle that's been out on the bank, tried and tested by an unbiased, unsponsored angler, and that's me. As I say with all of my videos, just because something works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you, but I'll give you all the information so you can make up your own mind. So today we're looking at a seat box, and those of you who've seen my videos will know that I use a MAP H30 light seat box, and I've done a separate video review of that, and I love that box. It's an excellent box. I've had it a couple of years, been out 100 plus times, and I think it's a fantastic box. And today isn't about a replacement for that, it's about a box that I need when I'm traveling light or when I'm going somewhere, maybe just for a few hours, pick up a bit of gear. I don't want to take the barrow and everything. It's kind of a small trolley, a box, a bag, maybe a pole roller, the pole, and I'm going for a few hours. So there is somewhere I go that's very difficult to get to, and therefore keeping the weight down and using a pull little trolley is a real bonus. And I was using the top sections off my H30, and then I have some Preston 30mm non-adjustable legs, and I put them on, but it was such a faff putting it on and off the box, getting it in exactly the right position when you put it back on, and all the attachment that goes with it. Plus I found myself carrying something that was still fairly heavy. It had all my pole rigs in, had lots of rubbish that we all carry, and I wanted something lighter I could just pick up and go. The other thing is, I didn't want to spend a fortune. It's something that will maybe come out a dozen times a year, maybe 20 times a year with me. So it's not my main box, but I did want something to just be lighter and just allow me to be a bit more flexible. So I bought a box from Go Outdoors, and it's their Westlake box, and I got it in the Black Friday sales, and it was £100, which at the time it was certainly a good discount on what they're normally advertised at, and I thought it's definitely going to be worth a punt. I had seen one in the shop, and they do have them in the shop if you want to have a look, and I did think it was of good enough quality for me to buy. So as it's sold, it comes with a H-frame, which means you can adjust the height up and down easily, and it has 30mm legs, which is great because they're the same as my H30, so therefore I don't have to faff about changing inserts on accessories. When I take this box, I can just take all my usual gear. It does come with a strap, and there's 4 fixing points on the box. I don't use the strap, it's so light it just goes on my little pull trolley. It comes with a deep base, and that's the deep base, so that goes between those layers there and the H-frame if you wanted to use that. But I never intended to use that. I'm not looking for storage capacity. I want something that's light. It does have a winder tray, so I'll just do that, and there's a full winder tray there. I haven't got anything in it, and to be honest I could manage without that, but the way it's designed with the clips for the strap here, you wouldn't be able to use just the shallow tray and still pull the drawer out. And it does have a shallow tray there at the side, and it's got some fixed dividers in the shallow tray. There'll be usual photos that I'll put up so that people can see, and I've put a few bits and bobs. So there's a bit of shot, bit of Vaseline, a couple of plummets, disgorgers, pair of scissors, just stuff that I need that are real essentials. And if I'm using this box and then I'm taking the pole, there's a tray, there's a space here, and I can actually get 6 winders in. So most of the time you know what you're going to use. Half a dozen winders. I use double winders, so that's 12 floats. That's plenty for most places you go. To be honest, I could probably carry 10 winders and cover 95% of what I do when I'm fishing. I've used it about 8 or 9 times now, so I've given it a real good test on the bank. And as I've got it set up, so that's without the deep base, it weighs just over 5 kilograms. So that is absolutely no weight in it whatsoever. Easy to maneuver on the platform, easy to set up. It's got a similar footprint to my H30, so it's still a good wide box, and there's still good space between the legs and the box for putting your attachments on as well. So the seat is approximately 48 by 29, so it's a nice big seat, slightly bigger than on my H30, but not much in it. It is padded. It's not as comfy as the custom built seat that I got for my H30 from Just Perfect Seats, but it's plenty fine. I've not had a problem, not had an unbum. The legs, from the middle of the legs at the front, it's 56 centimeters, and just as a comparison, on my H30 they're 62, so it's not quite as wide, but we're only talking a small amount. But from the middle of the front leg to the back leg, it's 39 centimeters, and that's slightly bigger than my H30, which is 36. So what you're not getting here is a tiny little box where you kind of perched on it and everything's really close together. You've still got the setup of a bigger box, a bigger style box, and all the advantages that come with that. There's no foot plate, and I paid 100 quid. I'm not expecting a foot plate, and to be honest, I didn't want a foot plate. The whole point is I'm fishing on platforms, I'm travelling light, I'm taking a bit of gear. This is what I'm going to use. If I'm going in a match and I need keep net arms or I need stability, then I'm going to take my other box and take the barrow. So I got a crayon and I marked each of the legs at the height that I wanted it set up. So I've got it the same height from there to the floor as I've got with my other box, so it's a comfy height, because when I'm transporting them, I'm tending to put all the legs up and then use this on the base of my trolley. The mechanisms for doing the wheels are fantastic, and I've got no qualms about that. It tightens easy, it loosens really easy, which is great. I've had no issues with it moving when I've been sat on it and been leaning, moving side to side. I think they're really good mechanisms, kind of similar to the Matrix ones in the way they work. These look a little bit Daiwa-ish on some of their old boxes. Just a word on the clips, and you'll have seen me slide the clips at the other side. These are really great clips, similar to what I had on when I had a Matrix F25 box. Similar kind of design to the old Preston ones. I think the clips are great, and because I've got this unit, that I'm not using, I've actually got 4 spare clips in case there's a problem with any of the clips. And I think that's probably the one thing to say about this box, is you're not going to find it easy to buy clips or to buy little bits and bobs. If they go, that's going to be it. Westlake won't stock little bits to repair any problems that you get on here, so you're kind of hoping it's going to last, but I think it is very well made. So I haven't used the legs that were supplied because I already had 4 Preston ones, and I just thought these are exactly the same. So these are the same height as the Preston ones. They've got the same kind of mud foot on the bottom. The height, they're both around 50 centimeter legs, which is great because where I've got, that's how I would use the box. You can see there's plenty of room at the sides for putting attachments on. The 4 legs that did come with it, 2 of them did come with a spirit level on the top, which is a nice touch. I haven't used these legs. I don't think I will, and eventually I'll probably bung them on eBay and make it an even cheaper box. What's the disadvantages of this box? And the only downside, obviously I've mentioned about getting spares if anything goes wrong, but the other thing is its advantage. It is incredibly light. 5 kilos is absolutely nothing to weigh, but then if I put my side tray on, and I have a small Ventilite hooded side tray, and then I put loads of stuff on that, you can see that actually if you stood up and there was a gust of wind or whatever, it could easily topple over. So I haven't had that because I thought it might happen, but what I've tended to do is put my side tray on. I'm quite happy like that, even with a few attachments on, but before I start loading bait onto my side tray, if I'm using a lot, I've tended to make sure that I'm sat on the box. Now I might be being unnecessarily cautious, but a lot of the platforms I sit on, I put this right on the left hand end. If this goes in, it's going in the water, it's not just falling on the bank. So you need to be aware, it's kind of pluses and minuses. You've got a very light box that's easy to carry around, but as a result there is that issue where if you put too much on your side tray, then it would potentially tip up on the other side, especially in windy conditions. I'm really pleased with this box, and I can't actually believe what I paid for the quality of the box I've got. I know that there was a post on the forum the other day, and people are looking for a canal style box, a lightweight box to carry when they're roving. For 100 quid this is a bargain. Now they're not 100 quid now, but having been 100 quid, you can't help but feel there will be offers in the future where they'll be somewhere near that. I think if you're paying 200 for this, I'm starting to think, well, you could get a Matrix F25 with a footplate included for not much more. Boxes like my H30 second hand, they're around the £200 mark, so you can pick up stuff quite cheap. But at the price I've paid, I think this is an excellent box. That's it for today. Hope you found that useful. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments below. I'm absolutely freezing. It's about 4 degrees out here. I've got my heater dually, but my hands have gone. But I wanted to upload a video. I haven't done one for a bit. I've got a couple of things in the pipeline to do, but I really need to do them outside as well. If you want to give me a thumbs up and a like, that's great. If you've got any comments, put them in the section below. If you want to subscribe, you'll get automatically notified of my future videos. I think we're at 35, 36 videos now, so there's lots on my channel if you want to have a look at. Thanks very much for watching. Until next time, tight lines.